Hey, beautiful, I see you. On behalf of Contemporary Living with Farmer and Hill, Melissa here, bringing you meditation for the not so enlightened. So, the other week, I was chatting with my friend, and he had asked me, well, what are some of the practices that you do every morning? And I told him my main three practices are prayer, meditation, and then listening to what God has placed on my heart. And so he shared with me that, he wanted to incorporate meditation into his daily practice, but he tried it, but he kept losing focus. So he decided that it wasn't for him. And so I bet, I was like, I bet some of you probably have tried it and feel the same way. And to that, I say, no, 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 you got to get back in the game. Because to me, outside of prayer, meditation is the single most important daily practice that you can do to change your life. Yes, yes, I did say that. And so, if you want to incorporate meditation into your daily routine, I want you to keep watching. But first, let's talk about a few things. So, you can't control the thoughts that come into your head. The average person has anywhere between 60 and 80 thoughts a day. That's a lot of stuff running around in your head every day. But what you do have control over, and you know this to be true, is what you pay attention to. So yeah, you have these 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, but what are the things you're paying attention to? For instance, you wake up and it's snow outside like we have. Um, which coat should I wear? Which boots should I wear? What should I wear my earrings? How should I wear my hair? I mean, those are some things. So when you start to think on those thoughts, that means you're drilling down. But in meditation, it's not thinking at all. It's becoming aware of your thoughts. So we don't want you diving deeper, deeper, deeper into your thoughts when you have meditation. What we really want you to do is come face to face with that monkey mind. So like I said, the average person has 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. So in relation to monkey mind, that means like a monkey goes from tree to tree limb. They can just swing, swing, swing. That's how your thoughts go. That's how these questions go. Question after question after question after question. That monkey mind is just going around the jungle with no purpose, with no vision. It's not tasked to do anything specifically. And so what we want to do is calm that monkey mind down. And one of the ways you can do that is through meditation. But first, I want to go in a little deeper on thinking versus awareness and meditation. So when I say we don't want you thinking, I don't want you thinking in meditation, this is what I mean. When you have a thought, you drill down into that thought. And that thought leads to another question, leads to another question. What I want you to do is have an awareness of the thing that you're thinking about. And so what that creates is silent moments. So when I first started off meditating, I would sit down and then a thought would come to mind. And I would drill down on that thought. And I was like, man, I got to control that. How do I control that? Because once you start going down that road, it's other questions that you have to answer or you have to think about and stuff like that. So what I start doing is saying, I have an awareness of, and then I'd let it go. I have an awareness of. And so what I mean by that is, let's say, for instance, I'm in my meditation. And so it's quiet. And then all of a sudden a thought comes to mind. Let's just say about my dad. So instead of me thinking about, and don't get girls on daddy issues, so I did not want to dive into that in my meditation, but just say that thought comes to mind. So what I would say is I have an awareness of my dad, about my dad. And I'd see what would follow that. And then something else would pop up. I have an awareness about what I'm going to eat. I have an awareness about, and whatever that thing is, you're going to not resist. You're not going to resist it. Because see, when you resist thoughts, you think about it even more. You just want to bring it to an awareness and then let it go. And so what started happening is, but the time I had a thought, I brought it to mind, I brought it to awareness. I have an awareness of my dad. And then if the second thought was still about my dad, I have an awareness about my dad. So I could spend in one meditating session 20 minutes on I have an awareness about. But what started happening is the silence start coming slowly but surely in between until in 20 minutes, I would only have like two different thoughts that I have an awareness of. And that when you have that silence in that meditation, time and space, none of this really exists. You're just somewhere. I don't know where you go, but it's just you're not present to what your five senses are telling you. That's all I can say. But it is effective. It's very effective using that thinking versus awareness. So you also may be wondering, well, how is this supposed to, help me? Well, it does a few things. It relaxes your muscles. It lowers the blood pressure. It helps you with your breathing and brain waves. It gets rid of that monkey mind, and it also helps you become more disciplined and focused. And that's all meditation is. So I want you to start by sitting. Now there are methods and certain practices you can do, certain postures you can do, but we're not even going to talk about that. We just want you to get in the habit of taming that monkey mind. I want you to sit down for 20 minutes. This has to become a daily practice so you can get better and better at it. I want you to sit down for 20 minutes. Sit anywhere. You can close your eyes. You can not close your eyes. If you can find something to fixate on, if you want to just stare at something for 20 minutes, but set your timer so you'll know. The 20 minutes is very important. Don't go less than 20 minutes and fight through it. I have an awareness of, like I said, if you have to continue to say that, then that's fine. But the most important thing for you to do is to get started. That is the most important part. So let me talk about some things you need to do, which I've already mentioned, but I wrote them down here. 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes. I don't care if it's day, night, one day in the daytime, one day in the nighttime. Just make it 20 minutes a day. Remember, losing focus is part of the process. I have an awareness of. Become aware versus thinking. Don't resist. Don't resist, because when you resist, you start thinking about the thing you're resisting. It's really weird how the mind works. You got to kind of trick the mind. And again, I want you to do it every day, and I don't want you to give up. It is very beneficial, and it's like I said before, it's one of the single most important things you can do in your daily practice to change your life. And it gets better and better. So hey, commit to it. 30 days, don't look for a pill. Don't look for a motivating video. Don't look at anything from the outside. Let's work from the inside out. And it's free. It's free. And don't be afraid. Some people are afraid of silence. Don't be afraid. It's going to help you. On behalf of Andre and myself, as always, be brilliant, be you, be blessed, and thank you for watching this session of Contemporary Living with Farmer and Hill. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.